All right. Welcome to the 9th episode of the Talking Ball podcast. Kyle, it's been a couple weeks since our last episode, but quite a bit of baseball news has dropped
Yes.
since then.
Yes, it has. We didn't do an episode last week because I think we didn't really hit each other up, and
Well,
I think
we
you were
were
busy with school.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, I got finals this week. But yeah, I'm finishing up with my semester.
But we are back now.
We are back, and
Literally, I think
yeah.
a day or two after we got off, we had like the biggest signing of the off season so far.
Yeah, the Toronto Blue Jays making a big splash, bringing in Dylan Cease for like 7 years,
$210 million.
$210 million. For a pitcher, that's quite a lot of money, but they're gonna invest it all in probably their new prime starter. So
Yeah, I still don't get this deal. I definitely call it somebody overpaid in a bidding war, and the Blue Jays happened to just win out. I don't know who they were competing with. It was probably like the Yankees or the Mets, obviously a team with a lot of money. Because Dylan Cease, he's a good starter. Like, nothing against Dylan Cease. He's a good starter. Gets like 200 plus strikeouts a year, but his ERA keeps ballooning every season. If he can keep that ERA down and keep the strikeout stuff going, go back to like 2022 form, then this contract makes sense. But as of right now, in my eyes, it's just an overpayment, and I can't see it other ways.
Well, yeah, I mean, it kind of felt like this whole thing was going into a direction where Cease was going to get a large sum of money. Doesn't really shock me that the defending American League champions went out and splurged on a big pitcher.
Yeah.
Because the Blue Jays they want to re-bolster their pitching, obviously, because they had Max Scherzer, but he's probably not going to be with them this next season. And
no more Chris Bassett.
Right, Chris Bassett too. He'll be gone. But they replaced that hole pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, Jose Barrios is also in trade talks now, apparently, with the Blue Jays. So it sounds like they might be shopping him during the winter meetings, which are currently going on right now.
Yeah. Technically, they started yesterday.
Yes.
They one of the first things that they announced last night at the winter meetings. This year's the winter meetings are in Orlando. They go from different spots every year. I know that in recent years, one year I think it was, I know they've been to Florida a handful of times. I think it might have been in Dallas a few years ago. Might have been in Vegas. I don't know.
I feel like Vegas would have made more sense.
Yeah. And obviously the big stories this year with the winter meetings is the fact that, we might see some pretty major blockbuster trades, and we might see some of the other big name free agents choose where they want to end up. However, probably a year from now, there's not going to be any kind of that stuff, because a year from now it'll be the lockout looming.
Yep, there's not going to be a winter meeting next year.
Yeah,
but it's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. But anyways, what I was saying was one of the first big announcements that we found out last night, as a matter of fact, was that the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame contemporary ballot, aka the Veterans Committee, announced their results of their voting for one of the older players who probably deserved to be in the Hall of Fame quite a while ago. But there were a handful of names, obviously headlined by names such as Barry Bonds, obviously Roger Clemens, Dale Murphy, Don Mattingly, Carlos Delgado,
Gary Sheffield,
and
Fernando Valenzuela.
That's right. And getting into the pretty interesting news, the one name that we didn't mention, as a matter of fact, we found out was inducted last night. Jeff Kent.
Yep.
Jeff Kent quite a journeyman. Played for a handful of teams, but probably is most people remember him most for what he did with the Giants. He got traded to the Giants in 1997 in that infamous deal that sent Matt Williams to Cleveland and brought Jeff Kent back to San Francisco, and he played with the Giants. Let's see, I think from '97 to '03. I want to say.
I think it was Jeff Kent,
or 02, because Jeff Kent was on the World Series team.
Yep.
In 2002. So, but yeah, people have always said, people only know Jeff Kent because he hit right behind Barry Bonds.
Yeah, well, he got a ton of RBIs because
he
of him.
did. You know,
Bonds was always an on-base machine.
RBI machine. He's the all-time leader in home runs for a second baseman.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I didn't look this up yesterday. I'm wondering how close Altuve is because he got 300 this year, I think, right?
300 homers?
Yeah, I think he's at 300 now.
Wow.
He's got
that would be interesting to see.
He's got a few more years left of maybe some prime.
Yeah,
playing.
I mean, Altuve's been playing with the Astros so long. He was in the Astros lineup when Matt Cain threw the perfect game against the Astros way back when.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but anyways, back to Jeff Kent. Neither of us were alive when he was playing with the Giants, but part of those late '90s, early 2000s Giants team. I mean, you obviously had Barry Bonds, who was the number one player, but I mean, right there was Jeff Kent. He was always, he was always your solid middle infielder, second baseman, had a great arm, and because I think he played shortstop in college. He went to college at Cal, played baseball there, and so yeah, I mean, it's great for Jeff Kent. I think if you would have asked me, gosh, I don't know, 8 or 9 years ago, saying like, oh, who do you think will get in the Hall of Fame first, Barry Bonds or Jeff Kent? I probably would have said Barry Bonds.
Yeah, and like I think you saw it too. There was like a post on KMBR of why like everyone, the Giants people in like the Giants organization were like, I don't want that man representing the Giants in the Hall of Fame, which I get it. It's fair enough. Like Bonds, obviously, if you're a baseball fan, not the greatest character.
Right. No, they didn't have the smoothest of relationships, Kent and Bonds.
Yeah, you don't. And I do agree with them. I wouldn't want someone who's been a character known for being like a clubhouse cancer to represent the Hall of Fame like that. Like it's why Gary Sheffield's still not in the Hall of Fame, even though he was an incredible player too. Like Jeff Kent obviously had his issues too, but the fact he was probably one of the best statistic second basemen of all time. Like my dad, he was a huge fan of Jeff Kent, of him wanting to be in the Hall of Fame. He was always telling me he's got better stats than Joe Morgan, better stats than Alomar. I'm like, all right, I believe you. And the fact he got in, he was doing like some happy dances last night.
Well, yeah, and I think just from a Giants fan's perspective, this is the first Hall of Fame, like new Hall of Famer that we've had who like is like mostly known for his time with the Giants since I don't know, Juan Marichal or Orlando Cepeda, because obviously to my recollection, the last player that I'm aware of that actually played for the Giants and who's in the Hall of Fame was Randy Johnson, but Randy Johnson it was his final year.
Yeah.
The final year of his career was with the Giants. It was in 2009.
I mean, we can also say Verlander played for us.
Well, yeah, sure. But I think for what, for the fact that Kent played for the Giants for, an extended period of time, he was a fan favorite. He was just a great, solid, everyday ball player. And he did say last night when he was interviewed on MLB Network right after the news came out, he did say that it was in San Francisco with Dusty Baker where he really learned how to, open up his hitting to from foul line to foul line. Because I was listening to him last night. He was saying like, oh yeah, he was always a pull hitter. Like when because he started out his career when he was in Toronto, and then he went to Cleveland, and then he made it. Came to San Francisco. And once he came to San Francisco,
You forgot about the Mets.
oh, the Mets too, yeah. But when he came to San Francisco, he really developed a really strong approach at the plate. And he said last night that when he was asked, like, oh, you're going to ultimately the Hall of Fame decides what's going to be, but you're going to wear a hat on your induction day. And he was like, well, it was in San Francisco with Dusty Baker, all this, and that, where I really, and learned to enjoy baseball. And so he's, that'd be cool. I mean, and everything I'm seeing on social media about Jeff Kent, it's, photos and videos and whatnot. It's only him with the Giants. So
Yeah, like it makes the most sense.
yeah. But nonetheless, it's super cool to get to see that Jeff Kent got elected to the Hall of Fame.
Giants are going to get 2 Hall of Famers in the span of 2 years.
Well, I mean, obviously Buster's on deck, and then
2027,
and then Bochy, and then Dusty Baker.
Bochy. Oh yeah, and Dusty Baker.
Yeah. So
Giants gonna have some Hall of Famers lined up in the next few years.
yeah,
Hopefully the Giants can make some more
hopefully.
Hall of Famers in the next few years.
that's right.
I mean, if Logan Webb keeps doing what he's doing, he'll eventually win a Cy Young or 2.
Yeah, Logan Webb, he's on. He could be on that track for sure.
He's on a Hall of damn good trajectory. He's like
Past the Hall of really good.
Yeah.
We could go on a whole tangent about the Hall of really good players.
like he just needs to get some accolades on him to really push the
yeah,
needle.
if he can get some hardware down the road, that would be huge. So yeah, that's really cool news. In other Giants news, well, in my opinion, not a huge surprise, but the San Francisco Giants relationship with Marco Luciano finally came to an end.
Yes, claimed off waivers from the Pirates. I think I called this transaction. I thought he was going to get traded to the Pirates or something with like a package with Matos for maybe like Henry Davis or something. But, I guess they're going to keep Davis for now, even though I think he will get traded still or even just cut because he has not worked out. But yeah, Luciano going to Pittsburgh. I don't know where you put the guy. He can't play shortstop, and he was not a good outfielder in AAA either. It's really unfortunate what one man can do to ruin your like promising future.
Yeah.
By just butchering your service time and killing your confidence. Like, I wholeheartedly blame Kapler and Zaidi for massacring a future top prospect.
He was part of that previous regime, right? You look at all of the top prospects during that regime with Farhan and Kapler, and going back,
they're almost all
a number of years. Like every single one of those top prospects are not to be seen with the Giants anymore. And
the only ones that are still around are Matos and like Schmidt.
Elliot Ramos.
He was actually he was actually a Sabian.
Yeah, he was.
He was
Sabian,
like
Bobby
Sabian's
Evans pick.
He was Sabian's like last international signing.
But then you also look at I saw this other thing recently where you look at all of the previous top prospects for like each year or each chunk of time with the Giants, going all the way back to like 2013, 2014, starting with Gary Brown. You remember that guy?
Nope.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Well, Gary Brown, he was the Giants' top prospect, and then for a while, it was Elliot Ramos when he was like 16.
Yep.
And Luis Matos and Tyler Beatty
and Joey Bart.
And then obviously with Luciano and heck, even Eldridge. You're looking all these top prospects for the Giants during, certain periods of time. The majority of those players are either not in the game right now, or are with a different organization,
or they're overseas,
or that.
Like I think Tyler Beatty is still playing in the KBO now.
Really?
Yeah. I remember he was playing with Trevor Bauer for a season.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's just unfortunate, but it does, something like this, it does reflect poorly on the old regime.
Yeah, terrible scouting, terrible signings.
Right.
And really bad service time manipulation.
Exactly. And so that can lead us into this into this new era of the Giants with Buster Posey and what he has done in just such a short period of time. It's going to be very interesting to see how these next 2 to 5 years play out, because Buster Posey is going to get his opportunity to draft players, find international free agents, and try to develop them. And, these are young guys, so you're not going to see them for quite a while.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're Buster Posey, you have to be thinking like,
Long term.
we gotta establish, a strong farm system, which in the years when the Giants were winning World Series, they had a really good farm system. You look at all those top players from a lot of the World Series teams, it was either trade deadline acquisitions or the young homegrown players. So
yeah, I believe in like 2010, like their top prospect, it wasn't even anyone like, well, it was Posey, I'm pretty sure. But
yeah.
But like the top five, I don't even think like Crawford or Belt or Panic were even on that list at all. I think like Zach Wheeler was maybe up there.
Zach Wheeler
before he was traded.
That's right. Yep. Also, now that you mentioned old prospects, another former top prospect that was in the Giants, Brian Reynolds.
Brian Reynolds.
Yep.
Traded for half a year of Andrew McCutchen.
That's right. Yeah. Yep.
And he's turned into like a solid, like he's literally
a solid player. He's an all-star. I think does he have a couple Gold Gloves maybe?
I think he has like one, but he's like the literal definition now of like an average everyday ball player.
Yeah.
Like he'll hit 240 with like maybe 15 to 20 home runs.
That's right.
80 something RBIs with solid defense. Like he's good. Like he's solid. Nothing like special though.
Right.
But I would take that in a heartbeat. Like if it was up to me, I would honestly have. Okay, like I like Diaz in right field, but Brian Reynolds with his production, I would have preferred his production.
Yeah.
But Diaz was still solid. Right.
And so, pretty interesting. Speaking of the Pittsburgh Pirates, I saw that the Pittsburgh Pirates extended an offer to Kyle Schwarber of, I think it was 4 years, $100 million.
$100 million. Are you kidding me? They also offered a 4-year, $78 million deal to Josh Naylor before he re-signed with Seattle.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And if Josh Naylor is ever listening, good job, buddy. You're not an idiot.
Yeah.
Because who in God's name would want to go to the Pirates thinking that they're competitive?
Other than the fact that it's a great ballpark.
Yeah, I mean, I don't fault the Pirates for finding they actually want to spend money, but the players they're giving it out to are not smart.
Mm-hmm.
Like Josh Naylor was a decent one because he's younger, but Schwarber is going on like I think age 34 now, and people are trying to give him like a 4-year deal. Like, how much do we think he has left in the tank?
Right. No, that's true.
Like DHs fall hard. Like, do we need to bring up Chris Davis again?
Oh, geez.
Like, we do not have to bring him up again.
Yeah.
Like, it's contracts like that. Like, I think teams are just trying to outbid each other right now.
Right. That's pretty much what it is.
And obviously, I think it's gonna take a while for another big deal to be made like that.
Well, we could see something materialize this week.
Yeah, we could.
Looking back at the past previous winter meetings, maybe going back to 2021. Since then, I mean, probably the biggest move that was made. Well, it wasn't a move, but it was the whole Aaron Judge saga, where for a split second we thought he was coming to the Giants, but then John Heyman ruined us, and the next day he re-signed to like a 9-year, $360 million contract or something like that. But that was at the winter meetings. Trey Turner also signed his big deal with the Phillies at the winter meetings.
I believe Bogart signed his deal.
Yeah. The Juan Soto trade involving the Yankees and the Padres happened at the winter meetings.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff could happen.
Yeah. I mean, usually it's during the winter meetings when, everybody gathers together and they're talking, and we've already seen that the Framber Valdez has met with a few teams, including the Giants.
I believe the other teams were the Mets and the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays, okay.
Yeah, mostly like the Mets, the Blue Jays, the Phillies are the ones who are really reaching out to the big free agents because obviously they need pitching. The Mets need starters. The Blue Jays want another starter. And honestly, I think they need more bullpen arms, if anything. But all of the top tier relieving arms are kind of already taken, and I think we can talk about that in a minute.
Oh yeah. Devin Williams.
Yeah. Well, first things first, I want to get this
sure.
the low key one out of the way for the
Okay.
Giants. All my Giants fans.
Oh yeah.
Giants signed a solid reliever from Cleveland, Sam Henches. I think that's how you say it.
I think so.
Yeah, to a 1 year, $1.4 million deal. So he's probably the Eric Miller replacement
Probably.
because we don't know if he's going to be ready for opening day or not.
Right.
And Sam Hedges was really solid in Cleveland.
But he was hurt this season, right?
I think so,
pitch?
yeah. I didn't see him very much.
He got surgery or something.
Yeah.
And then, no, that's true.
And then Ryan Helsley.
Yeah.
He signed right before Devin Williams did.
Yeah.
With Baltimore for a 2 year, I believe it's $26 million.
Mm-hmm.
So the Orioles finally get some much needed bullpen help, but who's going to hit and who's starting? Like who's going to start the games?
Exactly.
Like it's a mess over there. They did trade for Taylor Ward.
Oh yeah,
They traded for Taylor Ward, who's a solid home run hitter, not an average hitter, but they gave up Grayson Rodriguez for it.
Yeah.
So again, you have to find replacements for pitching, which I think they are also rumored to Framber Valdez.
Okay.
Or Zach Gallen.
Zach Allen, yeah, he's another name.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to Devin Williams, he's probably the biggest reliever deal so far this offseason. Signed 3 years.
$51 million.
Yeah, $51 million with the Mets.
And this is like the ultimate sign of pettiness because I believe the day he signed, he posted something on his story. I forget what he said, but it was pretty much like, you guys were booing me when I was there, but now you're crying now that I'm gone or something. And to add on to the pettiness, the Yankees, literally the day later, Hal Steinbrenner comes out saying that they are reinstating the clean-shaven rule.
Are they really?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
The day after. I don't know. I don't think it was fake news, but I would not put that past Steinbrenner. He is a petty, petty snake.
It's the Yankees. What else do you need to say about them?
Well, again, I think this is impetus for Steinbrenner going out to get a former Met and bringing him over to the Yankees, which is why I'm so inclined to think that Alonso is going to be a Yankee. I'm putting my money on it.
Oh my gosh. I mean, just the fact alone that obviously Devin Williams didn't spend a whole lot of time with the Yankees, but now that he signed, a multi-year deal with the Mets, and that's one thing. So it's like, the first time the Yankees and Mets play each other, like when the Mets play at Yankee Stadium for the first time and Williams comes in, he'll get booed. All the bleacher creatures will curse him out. But back to what you said though, like, man, if Pete Alonso did the unthinkable, signed with the Yankees,
there would be some burnt Mets jerseys of Alonso.
Yeah, there are.
I kind of want that though. I want chaos next year.
That would be very chaotic.
We need this kind of storylines for ratings next year because the MLB needs to make as much as money as possible before the doors get locked on them.
Right.
It'll be their fault.
Yeah. So that'll be very interesting to see. So we're keeping our eyes on some of the other top free agents that are still available, obviously.
I have the list of like little more low-key buys. Anyone remember Alek Manoah?
Oh, yeah. He signed with the Angels.
Yep. On a $1.9 million deal when he's only pitched 5 games since 2022.
That's interesting.
And then we got a bunch of signings from the KBO. Pretty good ones. The Blue Jays, I guess, signed the most important one. They signed a man named Cody Ponce, who I believe I've heard before.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of him, yeah.
I think he had a tiny stint in the MLB, but this year he was the 2025 KBO MVP.
Right.
For being like a lights-out starter. I think he made like 32 starts. His ERA was like 1.7, which was insane. And so the Blue Jays signed him to a 3-year deal. I think it's like $38 million, so it's really cheap.
Mm-hmm. So
the Blue Jays, again, fix another part of the starting rotation. I think they want one more, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good signing for them. And then another notable player, Cedric Mullins, signing with the Tampa Bay Rays for a year.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I like Cedric Mullins, but to the Rays is a little confusing. Probably going to be trade bait come trade deadline.
Well, yeah. He was traded from Baltimore to the Mets.
Yeah, he might have
try to help the Mets in their ultimate failure of a playoff run, and then got signed with the Rays. I also saw that apparently the Tampa Bay Rays might be shopping around Brandon Lowe.
Brandon Lau. Yeah, he was in trade rumors with the Giants.
He was. Yeah.
I would have loved to have him.
Well, he was the best. He was the best. He was the top hitting second baseman.
Yeah, he's
that
a solid
season.
He's a solid player, and he's on a really cheap contract with the team.
Mm.
Dodgers fans are going to be happy. Miguel Rojas is coming back.
Oh yeah,
for one more year.
I also saw that apparently the Dodgers and Kike Hernandez are open to a potential reunion.
I'm not surprised. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Like, who else is going to sign Kike?
Yeah,
like,
true.
I don't think anyone else wants him, honestly.
Other than Dodgers.
It's nothing against Kike. It's just I don't think anyone can handle his kind of personality besides the Dodgers.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, he's just a fitting Dodger.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
As much as I hate to say.
Oh, and I also saw, speaking of the Dodgers, apparently that, I mean, it's not like a huge rumor, but that Teoscar Hernandez might be on the trade table.
That is interesting. Like, he had a career year in 2024, and then
but it's about his money, where
does
it's
he
changing in the next 3 years.
Oh, it's getting restructured.
It's something like that,
or is it like backloaded?
I think it might be restructured, or it's one or the other. But
well, I mean, he's kind of like Kike. Come playoff time, he turns it on. Right. I mean, he still had a decent regular season. Like, he's hitting above league average. Mm-hmm. Didn't have the home run numbers like last year, but still was a solid player. Terrible defender though.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrendous.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, if you get that offensive output, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't think the Dodgers have made any other moves so far. I'm just waiting for the big bomb to drop where they somehow say they signed Imai or something.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hate everything.
Obviously, that's their track record. It wouldn't be a shocker if something like that happens. And then it was also around this time. I think it was around Christmas time. What was it, 3 years ago, when we were waiting to find out who Ohtani was going to pick?
Yeah, I remember I was setting up Christmas lights.
Yeah, I was sitting here in the living room.
It was like
in front of the Christmas tree, and then I looked, and the first thing that I saw, because I was following Ohtani on Instagram to see if he was going to say something, and we didn't really know, and there were the rumors about, he flew to Toronto. People saw him boarding on a private plane to go to Toronto, but that wasn't him.
Yeah, and then the next day,
all of a sudden he posted, it was just a simple picture of the LA logo. And I was like, yeah, that stinks.
Yeah, and I think at that same time, 3 years ago today, it was like the 6th or something. It was like Saturday or Sunday 3 years ago that Arson Judge tweet came out.
Yeah, it was
John Heyman.
It was fall. It was December of 22. The 22 winnings.
It was a day Giants fans will remember for a lifetime.
Yeah, from everything from Arson Judge to Carlos Correa failing his physical.
2022 was a weird offseason, man.
Yeah. I mean, if that Carlos Correa deal would have fell through, I remember. I think it was like a 13-year, $325 million
he got like
deal.
the Machado and Harper
13
money.
years.
For Correa?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got accolades, but he doesn't. I didn't think he earned that kind of money.
Right. And what has he done since then? He just got traded back to his old team.
I mean, he's getting better, I think, now, but he just can't stay healthy anymore.
Mm-hmm. And
now he's back on Houston.
Right.
I think for like the next 3 years.
Right, because he signed a extension with the Twins. So pretty interesting with that. So we'll see what happens this week during the winter meetings.
Yeah. Well, the last bit of free agency so far, we have two actually pretty big trades involving top prospects over the weekend.
Oh, I did see that involving the Red Sox and the Mariners.
Yes, or the Nationals and the Mariners.
Oh, right. It was
catcher, top prospect catcher Harry Ford of the Mariners gets traded to the Nationals along with Isaac Leon, who I guess is like a AAA arm, for left-handed reliever Jose Ferrer going to the Nationals, so they shore up their bullpen.
Okay.
But Harry Ford to the Nationals is the big part. Obviously, you have Cal Raleigh behind the dish, so he's going to be playing every day.
Yeah.
Just no room for a top prospect like Harry Ford to develop.
Right.
So I guess sending him to the Nationals is a good place to go. I think that means it's curtains for Keibert Ruiz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once thought as a top prospect as well. I remember when he was a Dodger before he got traded.
Yeah, that's
in
right.
that Trey Turner trade. People thought he was going to be really good, but he's kind of just turned out to be meh. Really bad defensive catcher too.
Yeah, you mentioned that you remember him as a Dodger. Here's a random thought. We might have mentioned it on one of the previous episodes, but Justin Dean, I think he was a bench guy, utility guy for the Dodgers during the World Series.
Yeah, and the
Giants picked him up. That was kind of funny.
It's like, this guy's really going to turn the knife.
Yeah, this is our new star from the Dodgers. But anyways,
and then,
just another prospect swap between those teams. But go ahead.
Yeah, and then we got the big one. I think this is a bigger one technically. I'm just not as into it as I think. Jonathan,
I don't know how to say his first name.
I think it's Jonathan.
Jonathan Garcia from the
Red Sox. Traded to the Pirates with a reliever from AAA.
Right.
And Red Sox get Yohan Oviedo, an everyday starter.
Yohan Oviedo. He has beef with Mikey Strzemski.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, when Oviedo was with the Cardinals, I think this was like 3 or 4 seasons ago. There was the Cardinals were playing in San Francisco against the Giants, and there was an instance where Mikey Strzemski was on second base and he was doing some weird stuff.
Oh, is he stealing signs?
And or I don't know if he was stealing signs, but then Oviedo turned around and he was like, "Hey, you need to shut the F up, you need to shut up." And yeah, they were yelling at each other. So, but yeah, Oviedo went. He's a good steady rotation arm.
Yeah.
For the Red Sox. But yeah, Garcia. I don't know how to say his name, but we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, Red Sox fans were really excited when he got called up. I remember now. His nickname is called the Password.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Yeah, because it's hard to.
Because it looks like it's just a bunch of jumbled letters together to make a password.
Yeah, that's right.
Which, I mean, is a lot easier to say instead of his actual name. But
true.
yeah, he's supposedly supposed to be a next great, before Tatis was an outfielder, he's supposed to be the next great Tatis, supposedly.
Yeah.
Or Julio. So people have high expectations for him. I guess I will too, especially since he's going from a good team to a really bad team.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like the Pirates are finally starting to actually care about their roster build.
Well, apparently it sounds like the Pirates want to spend, but yeah, like you said earlier, who the heck wants to go to Pittsburgh?
Nobody wants to go there because they haven't been serious for over a decade, and they now want to be serious.
When was the last time they were in the playoffs? 10 years ago?
I think the last time Garrett Cole was on the team.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or when Johnny Cueto was still on the Reds.
It is
because the Reds. I remember the Reds played the Pirates in a wild card game in Pittsburgh, and
it is. Yeah. I feel sorry if you're a Pirates fan nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
You have
all you have is Paul Skeens.
You have a generational pitcher.
Don't have Brian Hayes anymore. I traded him.
I mean, he couldn't hit anyway.
That's true.
But
he did win the Gold Glove.
He did.
But all they have is Paul Skeens, and people are thinking are the Dodgers going to try to trade for Paul Skeens, or are the Yankees going to?
I heard the Yankees.
What I heard was that there was apparently something that got leaked out of the Pirates locker room where people were saying, "Oh yeah, Paul Skeens wants to play on the Yankees" or something like that.
Yeah,
and
I remember that.
Then a bunch of his teammates were saying, "Oh, that's not true. Don't listen to that." So
yeah, I think it probably is true still.
It might be.
Paul Skeens would rather play for a winner right now.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I just saw Scooble on the screen. We didn't even talk about Scooble.
Oh yeah, Scooble. Yeah, there's also Tarek Scooble.
His whole saga
could be on the trade block. Yeah, he wants money that the Tigers apparently are not willing to give him.
Nah, I mean, I don't actually no. There's no way to not justify paying him. He's only been in the league for 3 years and won 2 straight Cy Youngs. Pay the man. Just pay the man. That's all you have to do.
Exactly.
Just give him what he wants. You have an ace of a generation like the next Randy Johnson, glorified.
Yeah.
Like, you have to pay the man. And the Giants, I think, have been the top team in mock trades and stuff. Unfortunately, that involves having to give up Bryce Eldridge.
Yeah, I kind of think that if the Giants are going to be involved in a major trade like that, Bryce Eldridge is going to have to be part of it.
Yeah.
Which obviously would, that would stink if you're a Giants fan, because Bryce Eldridge, he's been one of the most talked about prospects in all of baseball the last couple of years now.
Yeah.
And he finally got a look at the big league level this year, and it was a really small sample size. It was right at the end of the year.
It was like 20-something games.
But heck, come on, Bryce Eldridge got his first hit. It was like a 2 RBI.
It was a base clearing double.
Base clearing double off of Tyler Glasnow
in LA,
in Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, in LA of all places too. Like
exactly.
Like, I remember before he got that first hit, he was still hitting the ball hard. Like, there were a lot of balls he hit like 110 off the bat, and they were hit for outs. Like, he can see a ball. Like, he can see pitches. Like, I mean, I would with that 6'7" frame. Oh,
right.
And
so
then,
like if say it came down to the Tigers, okay, we'll give you Tarek Skubal, but we want Bryce Eldridge and 3 other prospects. So would you throw in, say, Luis Matos?
Oh, 100%.
Maybe Dakota Jordan.
I mean, Dakota Jordan has lost a lot of value.
Oh, you think so?
He was hurt, I think, most of the year. I think maybe you have to throw in Bo Davidson.
Oh, yeah, but that's what I was thinking of.
Bo Davidson was also hurt. He had a really down 2025. I think he fell like really far off the prospect list.
Yeah.
I think he went from like 5 to like 8. I might be wrong though.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see.
I think you might have to go up some of those San Jose Giant prospects, the ones that are due in like a few years, because those are the ones that are fueling the prospect system right now.
Yeah.
All the top 30 prospects are in San Jose.
Yeah. We just saw that John Heyman from MLB Network is reporting that Pete Alonso plans to meet with the Red Sox, the Orioles, and others at the winter meeting. So
the Orioles is interesting. Like, I do like that the Orioles are finally thinking about maybe spending money.
Right.
It's about a year too late because they might have to blow it up again.
Yeah.
Like, Gunnar needs to be extended. Adley needs to figure out what his deal is.
Well, there were rumors that Rutschman would be traded.
Yeah,
there were rumors that the Giants wanted to trade for Rutschman.
I think I still would. Nice to have a switch hitting catcher. Yeah. They can like give Bailey a rest.
Yeah. So pretty interesting. I just want to I want to change gears a little bit here. I want to talk about the 49ers really quick.
Oh yeah.
They are right back in a great position.
Yeah, like regardless of what happened yesterday, they got to move up a spot in the playoff standings.
They're now the 6th seed.
Yep.
Well, what's crazy about the NFC is that at the start of the day yesterday, the Bears were the number 1 seed. And after they lost yesterday, the Packers, now the Bears are the 7th seed.
Yeah, that's how chaotic. Which means that the Niners and Bears game in a few weeks has much greater implications.
This is what the 49ers... Well, let's see. The 49ers have the Tennessee Titans for their next game this coming Sunday.
And they have the Bears.
And then they have the Bears. And then they have the Colts. And then they have the Seahawks.
No, not in Seattle. At home,
no,
actually.
Against the Seattle game, against the Seahawks is in Santa Clara.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Obviously, I think if say 2 weeks ago we were looking at the Colts game, that was going to be tough, but I'm really sorry if you're a Colts fan, but Daniel Jones tore his Achilles yesterday.
Yeah, that's a tough blow. I feel so bad.
And they got blown out by the Jaguars. Well, the Jaguars
are actually pretty good.
Yeah, they're looking to win the
big
AFC
sleeper
South.
team.
But going back to the Bears game is going to be tough. That is going to be here in Santa Clara, though.
Yeah, they played against the Packers pretty well. Like, they're not as fraudulent as I thought potentially.
Right,
like,
came down to the very end of the game.
Like, they wrecked the Eagles the week prior. Like, they came to play. Like, Ben Johnson's easily going to win Coach of the Year.
You think so?
Oh, 100%. Nobody else. Maybe Shanahan will be in. Sean Payton?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely not.
The Broncos are 11-2.
Yeah, so look at their schedule.
That's true.
The Bears have beaten legitimate foe after legitimate foe so far.
Yeah.
I think, and like
Speaking of the AFC, sorry to interrupt you. Speaking of the AFC, watching the Chiefs lose in demoralizing fashion last night was so great.
Off of stupid penalties, off of terrible Mahomes interceptions.
Right.
Ugh, nothing makes me happier. And now they're on the outside looking in.
Well, they're 6-7. They're now guaranteed to not win the AFC West, which would be,
I think that ends
going to be
13-year streak
or something like that. Yeah.
The Broncos will win it for the first time. Well, I mean, the Chargers could sneak up from behind.
I don't know off the top of my head what the Chargers record are, but
it's
the Broncos
8-4.
are really good.
Yeah, Chargers are 8-4.
It's okay. It's going to come down to the Broncos.
Yeah, Chargers would have to win out, and the Broncos would have to lose.
Well, I was going to say
games.
for the 1 seed in the AFC, it's going to come down to Patriots and Broncos.
Yeah, the Patriots I think are still
Drake May is playing like MVP.
Yeah, but I still think they're semi-fraudulent. Their strength of schedule has been very easy so far. Mm-hmm. They've only played, I think, one legitimate team. They still have to play Buffalo, and Buffalo is finally figuring it out.
Yeah, Buffalo had a really great game yesterday.
Buffalo is getting a wild card at best.
Yeah.
Unless they can catch them, they have to beat New England in the coming weeks to even have a chance at the division. I know there was the whole Baltimore versus Pittsburgh game. Baltimore is a mess.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do if you're Baltimore. I think you need to fire the Harbaugh about 4 years too late. But they won't.
No, yeah, that's interesting because I think John Harbaugh's relationship with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
I think they work great together, and so.
But
yeah, I mean the Ravens now they have a position where they can still win their division, which is bonkers because they started the year off. They lost their first 3 or 4 games, I think.
Yeah, they were like 1-3
or something like that.
But the problem is now you lose tiebreaker to the Steelers. So if they finish with the same record, Steelers are in, and I don't think they have a good enough record to sneak into a wild card.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that. But we're coming down to crunch time in the NFL. We're going to see in the next couple weeks who's likely going to, solidify their playoff spots and who will be eliminated.
There is one more bit of Niners news we did not elaborate on, which I think was the biggest piece.
What's that?
The Brandon Ayuk saga.
Oh yeah, that's a big deal too.
Yeah, this was right after Thanksgiving, I believe.
Yeah. I think. Long story short, we'll probably never see Ayuk play another game in a 49er uniform.
Nope, I don't want him on the field.
It's just sad about how this has all played out. I mean, he had a great year. He had one great year a few years ago, and he was playing last year. And then in his defense, he just destroyed his knee. I mean, every possible ligament and small little bone in his knee was broken. And we were thinking, by now, like by Thanksgiving, he would be on the field, but no one has seen him on the practice field. He
hasn't come to team meetings.
No one is hearing it from him. So it's just
he hasn't talked to Shanahan.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate.
And he violated his own contract.
Yeah,
I think he did that knowingly though, because I just don't get it though. Like, why? You have the guaranteed money. All you have to do is just be healthy and come and play. And
he held out.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's bonkers. It makes no sense.
Like, you really need to just swallow your pride for a minute and just accept the money that people aren't going to make for even multiple lifetimes. Like, you're making so much money, and yet you want to be a diva and make it about yourself.
Right.
And now your $84 million is void.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get cut. You're not going to make any of that money just because you didn't want to show up.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I'm so sick of Niners getting diva wide receivers.
Yeah, Deebo Samuel for one.
Yeah, and supposedly the Niners are now in the mix for another diva wide receiver, Justin Jefferson.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, that would be because of the fact that the Vikings are having a terrible subpar year this year, and that he's not apparently happy in Minnesota anymore.
Well, he's not happy with the QB situation. He's not happy with the coaching situation. He's just not happy right now.
Yeah, and myself being a Michigan man with the whole J.J. McCarthy situation.
He had
He's not. It's plain and simple. He's not having a good start to his career.
No, he had a good game yesterday, but you need to put a heavy asterisk next to it. It was against a battered Commanders defense.
Yeah.
The Commanders, I think, are literally out of every single weapon, and they just lost their tight end to a potentially career-ending knee injury yesterday.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
I saw. I didn't see what happened, but I saw that. Zach Ertz was.
Zach Ertz
broke down on the card, and Marcus Mariota was trying to comfort him, but
Zach Ertz literally bent backwards. His knee shattered, and the NFL is luckily investigating the guy who hit him. Sounds like he might get suspended for a while.
Was it like a purposeful,
it was just
kind of
it was just a really
unnecessary.
Yeah, it was just a really dirty hit.
Yeah,
that's life altering almost.
Yeah,
it looked like it was bad. Like it was really, really bad.
Talk about possible life altering injuries. Remember when Alex Smith? I mean, he had his.
Oh yeah, he almost had his leg amputated.
Yeah, but he defied the odds and came back.
Yeah.
So yeah, who knows? But yeah, you feel for Zach Ertz, but
yeah, I feel for the whole Commanders team. They've had a season from hell.
Oh yeah, especially with what happened. Last year they made it to the championship game, which is crazy. You forget about that. But
I don't get it. They stupidly played Jaden Daniels yesterday, and now he's out for the season again.
Really?
Yeah, because his elbow gave out on him.
I had Jaden Daniels to start my year on my fantasy team. Good thing I got rid of him.
Yeah, it's a mess down there.
Yeah.
They're gonna RG3 that guy so bad, so fast.
It's crazy. Well, lots of good information. We'll see what happens with the winter meetings this week in Orlando. We'll see.
Oh, the draft lottery.
Oh yeah,
the draft lottery is tomorrow.
Tomorrow is the MLB draft lottery.
Who do you think's gonna win the lottery? Who do you think's gonna pick first? And there are certain teams that aren't able to even get a top 10 pick. The Rockies, I believe.
They can't get a top 10 pick?
Nope.
Why?
Because they're terrible. And
wait, let me get this straight. If you're too bad, you don't get a top 10 pick?
It was the thing in the CBA to prevent anti-tanking
measures. Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think if you're right,
because they lost over 100 games.
I think if you're a bottom 3 team, you might not be able to get a top 10 pick.
Wow. Well,
or your odds might be slighted again, the Rockies cannot pick first, and they don't deserve to anyway.
Well, let's see. I mean, you could have, obviously there's the Pirates, there's the White Sox, there's the Nationals, there's the A's, there's the Angels.
Got the Rays in the mix too.
The Rays are in the mix.
Orioles,
yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, maybe even throw the Marlins in there. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the Giants have a 2% chance.
Maybe. But yeah, who knows? Probably. If I had to guess, I'd probably say it'll either be the Nationals, the Pirates, and the A's that would have the best chances to get the number 1 pick.
Okay.
That's just off the top of my head.
I was actually thinking maybe the Angels.
Oh, the Angels?
The Angels. They are terrible.
They've been terrible for 10 years.
Yes, but I think
except for Mike Trout and Ohtani.
I think they're in that mix though, where they can maybe get good enough odds to be selected, because I think they have a 10% chance, because I think they were bottom 5 in record. Obviously, you have the A's and, like you said, the Orioles. But I think the mid-tier teams our Giants, the Rays, the Braves, the Orioles,
the Marlins,
they I think can have just as good odds. Because remember last year Cleveland won it, or 2 years ago Cleveland won it with a 1% chance, and they were I think they were a 500 team in 2023.
Cleveland won the lottery?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, in 2020 for the 2024 draft.
Who did they draft?
They drafted Travis Bazzana.
Oh
from
yeah,
Oregon.
yeah. That's right. That was the Caglione draft when the Royals drafted Jack Caglione.
Yep, and then last year's draft, Washington I think was the third worst team in baseball.
Oh yeah, and they won the draft lottery.
So
too.
It's exactly what it is. It's a lottery.
No, you're right.
The odds are stacked against the meh teams, which is why the Giants have such a hard time drafting, I think.
Right. Well,
because if you're good, you don't have to worry about it.
Well, obviously, that's true.
But when you're bad, you got to get They have top talent.
Apparently the Giants don't want to spend a lot of money, and that's ridiculous because they have a lot of money. That could be a whole another conversation.
Yeah, I told my dad I talk about it, but I'm like, oh yeah, this could be like a whole episode in itself.
Oh yeah,
talking about the Giants and their and Charles Johnson's cheapness.
Well, lots of good stuff. We'll see what happens this week at the winter meetings. We'll keep our eye on the NFL playoff picture, and it'll be interesting to see who wins the MLB draft lottery tomorrow.
Yeah, just a heads up for listeners. I think in the next...
we might be taking a extended break.
Yeah, I will be in Europe starting the day after Christmas.
You're going to be gone.
So it might be like 3 weeks-ish.
Maybe, or at least not until the start of the year.
Yeah, so
but
there'll probably be a lot of stuff happening when I'm overseas.
Probably. We'll be talking about it. But... yeah, I guess maybe what I'll say is we're all very appreciative of everybody who's listened, and we try to take our conversations that we share about baseball and other sports and try to share it with all of you. And we're just here to have fun talking sports, and we get the every once in a while occurrence where we're recording and then all of a sudden we get breaking news, whether it was Giants fired Bob Melvin or they hired Tony Vitello.
Yeah, episode 1 was golden.
Yeah. It was the first 3 episodes that we got all that breaking news. So we appreciate all the listeners, and definitely for sure by the next time we talk, hopefully we expect to be discussing lots of major news involving free agents, possible trades, and who knows?
And hopefully, the Giants actually sign somebody.
Right, other sports stories. So
yeah, and one last thing. This we did want to say that this stuff is sponsored by nobody. Imagine you get like a Chick-fil-A sponsorship for life, dude.
This episode is brought to you by nothing.
I would love to like just get a lifetime supply of grilled nuggets just to get sponsored by Chick-fil-A
with unlimited Chick-fil-A sauce.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Put it in my beef bowls.
There you go. Well, to all of our listeners, have a great holiday season. Happy holidays and Happy New Year.
And Chick-fil-A sponsor us.
Chick-fil-A is great. All right. We'll see y'all in the next one.
Peace out.